Hello, Steve White, Trekboy 89 for Steve Arts 89. I'm a bit surprised. Okay, Star Trek Picard and Star Trek Strange New Worlds and Star Trek Lower Decks were all nominated for Emmys and Hugo Awards this past weekend, and none of them won anything. Now, I was a bit surprised earlier to learn that Star Trek Discovery has done really well with the critics awards-wise. I mean, I knew the critics liked the show because they're not really fans, so even though the show's been divisive with fans, they're not really aware of that stuff. They really just look at the superficial things and the politics and that sort of stuff, and if that aligns with what they like, they usually respond well to it. So critics had always responded well to Discovery. And apparently they received Emmy nominations each year they were on the air, and they won at least one Emmy each year, so I was a bit surprised to hear that. And I was also surprised to hear that Picard hadn't done as well with the critics, and nor had Strange New Worlds, which is doing a lot better with the fans. But there's an article on trekmovie.com. Said Sunday was the second night of two nights the Television Academy handed out awards for creative arts Emmys in Los Angeles. Star Trek went into the night with 5 nominations. Up for contender was the second season of Picard with 4 nominations, and the first season of Strange New Worlds with 1 nomination. Both Picard and Strange New Worlds lost out for outstanding sound editing for a comedy or drama series 1 hour to Stranger Things. Picard also lost outstanding prosthetic makeup to Stranger Things, outstanding period and or character makeup non-prosthetic to Pam and Tommy, and outstanding fantasy science fiction costumes to What We Do in the Shadows. This is the first time since 2018 that Star Trek has not won a single Emmy Award. I'm kind of surprised. Lower Decks didn't pick up the Hugo. A nice surprise this year was when Lower Decks got its first Hugo nomination. The episode We Do was nominated for Best Dramatic Presentation Short Form with some stiff competition, as the World of Science Fiction Society doesn't separate animation and live action. And the award ceremony was held at the World Science Fiction Convention in Chicago on Sunday. Lower Decks lost out to The Expanse, which is not a huge surprise because The Expanse is probably a better quality show. I'm personally not a fan of it. I find it a bit dry, and I've had trouble getting past the first season. I've got like 3 or 4 seasons on DVD, and I haven't really watched it. I'm going to, but yeah, it's a bit dry. It's a bit dark. It's a bit negative. It's your typical sort of science fiction, but it does seem to be better written. This was the second Hugo nomination for the Star Trek franchise in the last decade, only the second in the last decade. And Star Trek hasn't had a Hugo win since 1995 for Star Trek The Next Generation's All Good Things, which is not a huge surprise because Discovery, Voyager, Enterprise weren't as well received as Next Gen. And New Trek shows, they're not the same as the other universe ones, the original shows, so I'm not surprised that they haven't gotten much, haven't had much success with the Hugos and that. Star Trek still has a chance for some awards in 2022, as Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks and Discovery are up for a total of 6 Saturn Awards. Winners will be announced October 25. So I just found that interesting that Discovery, that Picard and Strange New Worlds haven't done as well with the Academy as Discovery, and that they didn't win any awards. I was expecting them to, but I just wanted to do a video. I just want to comment on that. But yeah, I mean, the new Trek show has been very divisive. They have kind of destroyed the future of Star Trek, where they've either destroyed the Federation like in Star Trek Discovery, or they have turned the Federation into some sort of Trump world, some future Trump world, some sort of Brexit world, where basically instead of being this positive utopian future society institution, it's this evil sort of reflection of today. And it's like, well, we have that today. Why would we want that? We want a future that's optimistic, that we can look forward to, instead of just looking at and seeing it like nothing's changed, and it's exactly like it is today, and it's basically just a reflection of today's politics. So that was a creative mistake with the shows, to destroy the Federation and make it just like today, and make the shows just deal with contemporary problems. In the past, those issues were always outside of the Federation. It was always coming, from the outside in, and the Star Trek, worlds, the institutions would always be like this unified, positive utopian future that was sort of dealing with these problems from this base of, being together. And they took that away and they made them just as problematic as our institutions are today, and that just defeats the purpose of Star Trek, because there's no positive future to look forward to. It's just like nothing changed and everything's bad in the future just like it is now. And I don't know why they thought that would be a good thing to do, but that's what they've done creatively with the show, and fans have had a problem with that. Critics didn't seem to care, so I'm surprised that the critics haven't just kept throwing awards at the shows. But I'm going to go. Sorry for rambling a bit. I'm very tired, had a very bad day, but I just sort of wanted to comment on this. I'm going to go. Thanks.